What a massacre. You killed the Voidwoken. This city needs more like you. I salute you, Monster Slayer. That a hero like you would arrive on Lucian's Day, well, it gives me hope. Seems the Magisters have been dicing with dark magic. You'd have them to thank if there were any left. Many fled. Those who didn't died or ended up in a cell. On Lucian's Day, you'd better believe it. City's a bit of a mess, it's fair to say, but the worst has passed. We'll have the place cleaned up in no time. Between the Voidwoken and the arrest of the Magisters, we've seen more than a few casualties, but the city herself is intact. We'll mourn our dead and rebuild. Arx persists.
She looks at you derisively and spits on the ground, close enough to your boot to make her point.
If she is, Lord Kem will want to know. Kem commands the city now. Stay safe. You killed the Voidwoken. This city needs
You're a hell of a
more like
warrior,
you.
defeating the Voidwoken like that.
Streets littered with corpses. Never thought I'd see the day.
Please, you've got to help me. My wife, they want to kill her. She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help, please. Lucian's love, thank you, but please, you have to hurry. Go!
You will see justice in this world, and in Lucian's holy name.
You approach, but the Paladin's icy blue eyes never move from his prisoner.
You are interrupting a Paladin court, stranger.
You can't call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
The prisoner will be silent. We are beyond accusations. This once Paladin is guilty of refusing orders and protecting supporters of the Black Ring.
They were boys. Local boys that signed up for steady pay in a slick uniform. A couple of white traitors doesn't mean every Magister is in league with the Ring.
At best, you are a coward. At worst, you are a traitor. In either case, the sentence is death.
His icy eyes focus on you for the first time, pinning you with a freezing look.
Step aside, stranger. I see. You have my thanks for that. You did us a great service. Now, if you would do me one service more, stand aside. Perhaps there is some truth in that. Very well. She will not die today.
The Paladin looks at you as Kem turns away and silently mouths thank you.
Find a cell for her. And the rest of you have your duties. Move!
Oh, by the Divine, thank you. I'll never forget this kindness.
Nothing. Just more Magister rubbish.
The spirit of a Magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers in arms, and my sworn Magister comrades murdered by them! The Paladins just showed up, no notice, ready for a scrap. They claimed we were traitors and were plotting with the Black Ring. Lunatics, a lot of them. Are you mad? They're our sworn enemies. Whatever evidence the Paladins think they have is false, and I hope my brethren make them choke on it. How would I know? She and those whites she surrounds herself with don't announce their plans like town criers. You can be sure of one thing, though. The Paladins will never catch her scent. I got Brent out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them. Who knows? Fled, probably. One of them ordered that we fight to the last man and set this place alight, rather than let the Paladins take it.
The spirit glances around again.
So much for that.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no Paladin, but why should I tell you? Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the Paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
What's this? I found something.
The spirit of a Magister stands before you. He has one hand pressed to his abdomen. Silvery spectral blood oozes from between his fingers.
It shouldn't hurt anymore, but it does. I swear it does. Tell me, have you seen a Magister named Winslow? Stout fella, a little loud. He helped me escape when the Paladins attacked. I'd hate to think any harm came to him. Dead? Damn it! Damn it to the Void! Winslow deserved better than that. I don't rightly know. The Paladins came, intent on ransacking the barracks. The fighting started so quickly. Before I knew it, I was wounded, and Winslow was hauling me away. He said he'd come back soon, and we could escape into the sewers. But that was the last I saw of him. Winslow and I came across it while we were looking into some inmates who went missing from the prison. I doubt anyone will figure out what happened to them now. I don't think the Paladins care about that kind of thing.
I've spotted something.
You see Diana, clad in spore armor. She holds the finished helm in her hand, wrenched from the corpse of a paladin at her side. She places it overhead and stiffens.
Yes, Ancestor. Show me. I want...
Her head wrenches violently towards you. A moan escapes the helmet, followed by a trickle of bright blood. Beneath the helm, fever-bright eyes snap to meet yours.
Why do you come, human? Rot. Come to steal, feed, infect.
Diana hears you, but Diana is not alone anymore.
She approaches you, the vines on her armor lashing as her voice becomes a chorus.
You come just as I finish. We are complete. One skin, and we only begin.
Yes, I want to reunite our people. Once
But the Ancestor shows me we are never united, never truly one. But the Ancestor makes more spores, and we become one. Do you see? Everyone. No, let the Ancestor show you. You never serve again.
She suddenly snaps straight, trembling and rigid. A voice booms from the helm.
Enough, Shell. You do serve, but your purpose is done.
No! I see what you mean to do. You tell me we forgive them, save them, not...
The armor writhes and screeches, cutting her short. It slowly unfolds, and whatever is left beneath the vines is no longer Diana.
They poison our soil with death fog. It is for the Ancestors to remember, not to forgive. And you alone witness, and so I do you this honor. You are the first to feed the harvest.
A snarl of vines snakes upward from the corpse. After a moment, you realize the gruesome truth. They're not entangling the corpse, but bursting from it. Your mind churns, the imagery too chaotic to bring into focus. The incursion ends, leaving you feeling weak and somehow exposed. The helmet clicks home with a faint smell of rot. It tightens to a snug fit, as if made for you.
I feel how tightly you grasp to the fear, to the fight. Let go. You need them no longer. We are one. Consumed? No. Embraced.
I am whole. We are one.
Come. Embrace. Submit. Embrace. You wear the armor. Your intent is my intent. Your will is my will. We will be whole. But if you must be shattered first, so be it.
And suddenly you're engulfed by a sea of memories, every life the entity has consumed, stretching back millennia. Fragments buffet you, gnaw at you, until everything you are is falling away.
You think to cling within your shell? Very well. I have tasted it now.
And suddenly the tide reverses. It is your own memories bearing down on you now, crushing you beneath the weight of every trauma, every regret, every failure. Piece by piece, the weight in your mind begins to shift. You sense a presence alongside you, Diana, lending her strength to yours.
No. We are one. We are whole.
The voice breaks, and suddenly your mind is your own again. Instead of one dominating presence, you briefly feel thousands, joyous and suddenly free. One by one, they fade and are gone.
If I were a writer, where would I hide something like
I see you avoided the fighting.
you didn't get your hands dirty either?
Look at the size of that thing!
Real antiques at realistic prices. Who cares to trade?
The trader looks at the mansion behind her nervously, then back to you.
Looking for, something special? All done then?
She responds with a nervous wave, and her eyes flit to the mansion behind her.
Another fresh thing. My word, the mansion's positively overrun with foreign folk on this most inauspicious of Lucian's days.
He catches himself and scrapes his throat in a brief moment of embarrassment.
I do apologize if I came across as impertinent just now, and I hope you'll forgive my unabating boldness when I assume Milady has come here in search of an audience with either Lord or Lady Kem. Lady Kem is having tea in the drawing room over in the north wing. I'm quite certain a person as obviously well-travelled as yourself will have no problem drifting in that general direction should she deem it fit to do so. Oh, I meant, of course, the lizard excellencies that have sought shelter under this esteemed roof in the aftermath of the dreadful attack that was inflicted upon the Imperial Consulate. It saddens me to say there are a number of deaths to mourn, but no doubt we all rejoice at the survival of the nobles. After all, a mere clerk is so easily replaced, wouldn't you say? None of us are perfect, milady. Yes, do please excuse me, for I've a party of dignitaries to attend to. They've an appetite for an aperitif, and the port, needless to say, does not pour itself.
The Lizard Consulate is gone. All that survives of it is what I managed to take with me. Care to see what I have? Perhaps we can make an arrangement. Best to sell anything of value. The voice of the ancient empire must still be heard in Arx, and that will require gold.
What's this? I found something. What's this? I found something. Good find. Did Kem write this, do you suppose? Or did he just confiscate it from someone else? Why would Lord Kem have a black ring mirror in his attic?
The surface of the mirror is smooth and unblemished. Not a single speck of dust sits on the black glass. A vision appears. It wavers, then becomes clear. In the reddish light cast by flowing lava, you see a cave. You recognize it. This is the Sallow Man's cave. The roof has fallen in. Nothing there lives.
Someone has taken a great interest in Dallas.
Come out, wherever you are.
For heaven's sake, would you please... Oh, ever so sorry. I thought you were that rotten butler about to warn me once again to take the ocular, not the tactile approach. I swear I've a mind to beat him to death with the nearest dictionary I can find. Because that little snob thinks me unworthy of being in his precious lord's mansion, appraising his precious lord's collection of antiques. Just you try judging the state of a Vadistian armoire if you're not even allowed to rummage through its drawers. Highly interesting. And highly valuable. Perhaps even quite out of your league. Anything else? I'm merely appraising the many antiques gathered in here in this beautiful mansion.
A roguish little smile suddenly plays upon her lips.
What else would I be doing? My, you do drive a hard bargain, don't you? Very well. Consider yourself invited. Now listen closely. Rumor has it that Lord Kim's mansion is built upon a massive vault in which he hides his true valuables. His entire house is but a smokescreen for the real treasure hidden underneath. I've had no luck so far in locating this fabled vault, but if you do, I swear the entire hoard is yours. No questions asked. All I want in return for this information is a trio of curios that is said to be kept inside. The portrait of the divine, the cup of kings, and the scroll of eternity. Everything else is yours. A most satisfactory arrangement.
She shakes her head apologetically.
There are only whispers of a vault and quieter whispers still of what it may contain. But at least you know now that it's there. Probably.
The water rises and falls on Lord Ken's command.
The bloom opens before your eyes, resplendent and regal. It emits a sweet, subtle scent, like that of a rose, though more intoxicating. The bloom scent ribbons towards you until it fills your nostrils. Your whole body flushes. You're sure you must be glowing, so deep does the warmth dwell.
Sorrow. Our joy shall be the God-woken's sorrow. Our joy, sorrow.
The unusual bloom continues unabated, as if parroting someone's words rather than speaking of its own accord.
The advocate is dead. The doctor is in. The advocate, the host. Take her. The host. Take the host.
The flower has gone quiet.
The water rises and falls on Lord Ken's command.
The elegant owl mistress glances up at you from her papers, a harried look on her face. She nods an abrupt greeting.
Yes? Can't you smell the fine aroma of owl shit? This is the Owlry, Lord Kem's communications link with the rest of Rivellon. Right now, I'm sending my fluffy friends to mobilize paladins to readiness. War is imminent. But Lord Kem's a good leader, a good man. He'll protect us. I'm sure of it. I suppose he sent you for the latest news? Rivellon's a big place, darling, and all of it in a shambles. Where exactly do you want to know about? We haven't heard anything from Fort Joy in a good long time, ever since a group of renegade sorcerers escaped, killing Bishop Alexander in the process. I'm no fan of Magisters, not anymore, but I can't help but think that Alexander's death was unfortunate. Dallas is only making everything worse. I intercepted some Magister communications from there a while ago. Seems like their Voidwoken problems have decreased lately, but they're not quite sure why. They're preparing for war with the Divine Order, with all three houses riled up in a frenzy. The House of Dreams are communing with dead warriors. The House of Lore are drawing up new maps for after the war. And the House of War? Well, the House of War are in their element. Same old story. The Queen is trying to quench the rebellion, but the rebels are too quick for her. And in all that, the traders are getting more powerful while the nobility weakens. What part they'll play in the upcoming war remains to be seen. Good luck out there. You'll need it. We all will.
The elf stands in front of a cart displaying various sundries. He warmly motions to you and gives you a broad smile.
Don't fret, my lady, and don't falter. You needn't call to Lucian for succour, for I am here to answer your purchasing prayers on this day of celebration. May the gods watch over.
The paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
All those broken arrows. Arks are still a free city. Last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Magister's routine. Lord Kem's paladins back.
What a pile of junk.
They got damage to the fight. It'll...
Look, by all means,
But do not touch the merchandise. Human skin's impure oils may taint even the least delicate of my herbs and tinctures. Do return, should you find it necessary.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need. Oh yes, the town is all a twitter over your escapades at the gate. It's the perfect time to replace the hunting supplies you've lost, yes? May the land sustain you and the wild game feed you, friend. Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
You might be my favorite. Shh! Don't tell the others. A visitor. Tell me, do you like puppets?
The toy seller nods and smiles, clearly not listening to a word you've said.
Wonderful. Here, take a look at this.
The puppet springs to life.
Would you like to play? Impressive, no? There's a lot of craftsmanship in that small package. Quite a lot. Now, what can I do for you? I haven't had many callers of late, what with all the fuss and hubbub that's been going on outside. Sauce, what else? Each and every one of my darlings has a little bit of magic in them. It turns a mere toy into a friend. I'm on good terms with the Divine Order. They know what my work entails. They've even had use for me in the past. I have nothing to fear from them. Oh, no, not at all. I use only the smallest sprinkle of sauce in my work. I'd hardly think a Voidwoken would set its sights on me and my darlings. I love my work. I love the possibilities of it all. The idea of engineering something to perfection. But one aspect always fails me. People. Fallible, mortal, irrational people.
He throws an adoring glance to one of the puppets.
My darlings aren't like that. They are pure and beautiful. They don't make mistakes, and they don't question my desires. I don't need others anymore. I have something better.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
Shoo, you flea bag, shoo! Back in business. Thank the gods for Lord Cam, eh? He sorted out them Voidwoken. Now, what'll it be?
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
I welcome you comers and dangerous alike. We shall trade. We shall talk.
Friendly
Human Publishers' latest edition. New book already out to date.
You're confident. I'll give you that.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
Got swords and shields over here.
Business must be booming for you, all them broken weapons.
Back in charge.
Dead magisters don't tend to buy weapons.
Still, the paladins.
Paladins don't need them either. They took the weapons. You! Eyes over here, yeah? I know she's pretty, but me wife's here to work, not a gawk at. Now, what'll it be? Now that you're all done, why don't you just skedaddle on out of here?
Goods bought and sold. No questions asked. The man glowers from under his hood. You can't see his eyes, but you know they are trained on you.
They call you a slayer of giants. If you strike from the shadows as effectively as you strike in the light, you may find my supplies invaluable. False modesty, eh? I like it. Better than the paladin's unmerited pride. The folks here were safer in the Magister's hands. It's up to me to make sure citizens can stay out of sight and out of mind. Pilgrims, revellers, with every one of their cheers and prayers they draw wicked eyes. The publicly faithful are easy targets. In Arx, strength is found only in silence. Is there more on your mind?
Welcome to Arx, stranger. Care to see a trick? Well, it looks like you have a few of your own talents to share. The old gags are such delights, aren't they? I deal in the more arcane sort of magic, but there's also some magic in a little sleight of hand and a wide smile, as well you know. All done. My stuff will get you started, at least.
The elf raises her head and peers down her nose at you.
This is a place for scholarly pursuits. You do not look the scholarly sort. I define great as more than just battle-ready. You carry enough weapons and sundries to burden an over-muscled ox. And no history book touts a single ox's greatness.
She nods silently.
Most marvellous magic, right at your fingertips.
God!
She studiously ignores you.
Greetings, stranger. May the dawn greet you warmly, and the twilight guide you to peace. I've little for sale beyond the very history of the elven people. I sell not just goods, but memories. Wisely chosen.
Right at your fingertips. Most marvellous magic, right at your fingertips.
You have the trust of Lord Arthur. Show that you deserve it. Lucian's blessings to you, stranger. I'm Sister Avony, the head priestess of the cathedral. Most matters, not all. Lord Arhu is the keeper of the cathedral. Only he can approach the remains of Lucian the Divine. I tend to the more typical matters of the cathedral, guiding those who visit us in their worship, and organizing the feeding and housing of our brothers and sisters, Lord Arhu included. Of course, the Lady Alice has been to the cathedral before, but I confess it's been a while since I've seen her. Oh, the Lord Protector must not be disturbed on a day this holy. But if you come by the cathedral later, you may attain his sacred benediction. My child, it shall be my pleasure to assuage your worries, if I can. Such tragedy, such pain, so many avoidable deaths at a time when we should fight united against the Voidwoken. But the Magisters brought their destruction on themselves. They departed from the rightful path of the Divine. Lord Kem showed them the path to the light, but alas, they cast their lot with the God King. Of this I have no doubt. These are perilous times. Of course you feel fear. Even in the cathedral, which was designed by the best engineers under the supervision of Lord Ahu himself, in order to bring the faithful closer to their divine. The east and west chapels contain the most breathtaking art by the finest artists. Lucian and the 7 before him are represented most faithfully. Perhaps a meditation in their presence would soothe you. Or perhaps in the cool interior you may join the endless prayer. Give your power to the divine, that you too may be empowered. I promise you will feel fulfilled. Of course, there is the terrible justice of the path of blood. Gruesome, perhaps. Demanding, definitely. But those who take the path demonstrate the truest of true faith. Their purity will surely be rewarded, as will yours. Not until Lucian rises again in answer. The prayer will remain ceaseless until the day of his resurrection. The Divine will light our way again. It's a fair claim. The Divine cherished the notion of being pure, being free from sin, like an innocent child. I'm afraid that such goodness is beyond most of us, however. If you are truly free of sin, take the path. If you survive, you will have achieved something great. If not, well, you have given your life to a noble cause, and few will find such purpose in death.
I've spotted something.
Please return. I pledge my life.
Another card? Awful.
No,
Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Goods for sale here. Any takers?
Another card?
In need of something, traveler? A pleasure doing business. Even now.
Me too. I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Lohse, good to see you again. Of course. Told you I would, didn't I? Sure thing. I'll start hunting that down right...
You're lucky that I enjoy a bumpy ride, my dear. Our arrival here was vigorous, even for my tastes. I'm still eternally grateful for all you've done for me, of course. In fact, here, take this. I suspect you'll find use for it soon enough. This place? No. Arx is clogged with Divine Order lackeys, from what I understand. It's not the sort of town where a girl like me could let her hair down, unfortunately.
Quite a landing.
I should know better by now than to think we're safe. I was stationed here for a short time. There was a strong Magister presence back then. A large barracks. A jail. The Whites were based there too, but their dealings were a mystery to me. I heard a rumour once that they had secret chambers built into the foundations of the barracks, that you could hear whispers in the walls at night, but I never saw or heard anything myself.
Expert warriors for hire.
You must truly savor my company, Godwoken. Something you wanted?
Like to take a look at what I've been working on? Go on.